It's a simple text message. Where are you at? 3 simple words.
She paid the ultimate price for her actions. I've had to do this more than once. Mariah is not the only victim that I've dealt with. And it never gets any easier.
Boy, that gives me goosebumps watching that. This is a clip from a documentary called The Last Text that shares real-life stories of lives altered or ended because of texting and driving. So it's not only dangerous, but of course we also know that it's illegal.
And one of the people featured in The Last Text is Mary Dye. Her daughter, Mariah West, died in a 2009 crash after in her car while she was texting. Welcome to Live at 5. Tell us what happened.
Well, it was the day before her high school graduation, and she had received a phone call from a friend who was a minor league ball player inviting her to come watch a game. And so she was on her way and she was getting directions on where to go. And in the course of reading those directions via text message and starting to respond to the question, "Where are you at?" she lost control of her car, crossed the center median, clipped a bridge, and that started her car rolling. She had a broken seatbelt, and so during the course of that she was partially ejected and her head came between the car and the pavement. She lived for 8 more days.
It happens fast.
Yes.
Why is it so important for you to be on this campaign? Can you talk about what you're doing, you know, going around and letting people know about texting and driving and why it's so dangerous?
Well, you know, you're 23 times more likely to have a collision if you're texting and driving. You compare that to something that we all know is dangerous, drinking and driving, you're 7 times more likely.
Wow.
So the reality of the danger, we have to get that message out. You know, we think, oh, well, I'm a good multitasker, or I'm an experienced driver, it's okay for me. It's not. It's a game of Russian roulette, and the odds will catch up with you. And so we just have to get that message out that there's no text worth dying for.
What goes through your mind when you see somebody texting while you're driving?
I pray for them. Yeah, because, you know, they obviously are not aware of what kind of danger they're putting not only themselves but everybody on the road that they're with.
And you're part of this documentary. How did that come about?
Back in 2009, Arkansas had passed a law banning texting and driving. Mariah's collision was the first one, you know, fatality for our state.
Okay.
After that law had passed, so we kind of got caught in a media storm. They eventually, AT&T saw one of those early news clips and asked us to be a part and share our story.
When you're going around talking to people, do you feel like you're making an impression? Because I still see a lot of people texting and driving. A lot of kids, you know, Mariah's age, probably feel like they're invincible too, you know, but it's also adults. So.
Oh, absolutely. But yes, we do see a difference. You know, if they just see a video, it's like, well, that might be really impactful this week. You know, I'll set the phone down for a week. But when they meet a family member or a victim of texting and driving, then that kind of takes it out of that third-party realm into reality.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a few seconds can change
Exactly.
lives forever.
Exactly. In fact, AT&T has a new documentary from 1 second to the next.
Oh, wow.
That features 4 more stories that they just released about a week and a half ago.
Well, Mary, thanks for coming in
Yeah,
today and
thank you
sharing
so
your story.
much.
Thank you.
And you can see the 10-minute documentary on YouTube. Just search for the AT&T The Last Text.
And we did post it on our Facebook page as well, and it gives you goosebumps every time you watch it.
Take
So,
the pledge,
yeah.
don't text and drive.
Absolutely.
You can
Thanks,
wait.
Mary.
Thanks.